Do you have a friend who just inhales their food? You know what I mean? Like, you've had one bite and their burrito is like gone. What are you doing, man? Did you even taste it? Turns out, probably didn't. Hey there, foodies. Trace here for DNews. Thanks for tuning in. Food is incredible. I love it. I love to eat it. I love to cook it. I like to shop for the ingredients. There is nothing worse than spending hours shopping, prepping, cooking, and serving just to have somebody scarf the whole thing in 3 bites. And a new study confirms what I knew in my little foodie heart. People who eat super fast don't actually taste their food. Not really, anyway. The study was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences under the appetizing title, Optimal Directional Volatile Transport and Retronasal Olfaction. Because science, well, great at mise en place, has no sense of presentation. Translating the title into layman, they wanted to know how smells, which add to taste, got to our nose, from the outside or from the inside. Their study found the latter was actually more important. Our tongue does taste things, 5 or maybe 6 flavors. But food can have any number of smells which add to those perceptions. Using a model of the human mouth, throat, and nasal cavities, researchers found that when we inhale through the nose, we create an air curtain, which keeps volatile or airborne molecules from going into the lungs. But when we exhale, food volatiles trapped in the back of the throat swirl upward into the nasal cavity where we sense them with our olfactory systems. If you eat fast, that air curtain doesn't form, the volatiles don't have time to get trapped in the back of your throat, and thus you don't smell and taste together. There's definitive science for slowing down to savor a meal, for sure. Sometimes you just want a good scarf, though. A satisfying guzzling of comforting carbohydrates can make us feel really good once in a rare while, but making a habit of it is dangerous. This may be supported by a 2006 study of nearly 5,000 people in the Journal of Epidemiology, which found the rate of food intake heavily correlated with the rate of obesity. And another study in the Journal of American Dietetic Association discovered when people eat fast, they take in more calories but feel less satisfaction from their meal. If you look at how complicated our alimentary canal really is, this makes more than a mouthful of sense. The stomach is a highly connected organ in the human body. It has a direct connection along the vagus nerve right to your brainstem. When you put food in your belly, the stomach has mucosa and muscles which detect the mechanical feel and overall volume of food, as well as how much the stomach compressed or stretched. When it's empty, a hormone called ghrelin is secreted, and it's called the hunger hormone. It triggers appetite. Once you eat, the stomach stretches and ghrelin is then suppressed, causing your vagus nerve to signal your brainstem, and that signal tells the intestinal train to get moving. Obviously, this is super simplified. There are hormones, enzymes, and nerves being tripped and squirted all over the tube running through your middle of your body. But like that corn you ate yesterday, let's just try to get through this all in one piece. Next, food moves into the intestine, and another hormone called leptin comes into the picture. Leptin is one piece of the nutrient satiation puzzle, the idea that what you're eating has fulfilled your body's nutritional requirement. Scientists don't entirely understand the whole thing here, but as they do know, when food continues through your system, the ileum, the colon, and the rectum causes more secretion of a hormone called PYY. A 2006 study found when mice were deprived of PYY, they wouldn't control their food intake and thus became obese. So scientists figure PYY, along with a bunch of other hormones and nerves and triggers, eventually work together to tell your brain, okay, y'all, we're good. Stop eating. It's complicated, though. So science says it's best to eat slowly. They don't give a time limit. You just eat slowly. You'll taste your food better, you'll decrease your portion sizes, and you'll feel better about what you've eaten. You may even lose weight. Don't eat too slow, though. If you eat so slow that you stop eating altogether, you would eventually die. If you're ever curious about what would happen, though, in between? I was too. So how long could you survive without food or water? We DNewsed it. Check it out. First, what happens is the body burns carbs, sugars, and fats and proteins. Eventually, it will break down its own muscles just to stay alive. Do you eat fast? Why? Don't tell me like your brother and sister fought it out, you had to punch them in the face or something. Think about it for a second and answer with something introspective. Why do you eat at the speed that you eat? Let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching DNews. Please subscribe and keep coming back every day for more videos.